All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 2 for the Phi Mu Alpha LCS March Madness Tournament Finals between 7 Live Lee Sins and Not Our President. Not Our President picked up game number 1, 29 minutes, a lot of kills to only like 7 kills, I think, for 7 LS. Anyways, we're going to go into pick ban phase for game number 2. My co-caster is Opie. We see Xerath, Kindred, Eggbird banned. Nothing has changed for bans so far. No Xayah.
I don't think either team really needs to change up their bans, in all honesty. I think 7LS may opt to, taking somebody different in the top lane, a different champion in the top lane would be good, because I think Maokai just didn't have the early pressure they needed, and it was not able to get tanky enough to be able to stay alive and be that tank in those fights that they needed.
Yeah, he wasn't able to bully Kingston HyperX, who was on an Ornn in the last game. We're going to see Brand taken away this time from Gurk 7, so no Brand. Fire Kid, man. Yeah. No Brand. We did see Hillary Clinton pull out something a little spicy in the jungle, and that ended up being the Yorick, which I thought was fascinating, and it worked out pretty well towards the end of the game. Yorick was able to split off from the team and take some pressure, and we're gonna see Alistair picked for 7 Live Lee Sins. Morgana banned away from Violet Sociocat, taking away the Alistair though from Bear Senor. That looks to be a good move right here. Bear Senor was pretty good with that Alistair.
Yeah, I mean, Alistar is able to make plays, especially if you get those flash engages onto, a carry. Allie, she's played Alistar before to great effect, and it's a great steal away from Bear Senor, so I think that's a super strong takeaway from NOP.
Yes, indeed, as we're going to see Ornn Caitlyn pulled out for Fudgy Ditters, and I'm assuming the Ornn is again for Kingston HyperX.
I would say that's safe. Did really well in the top lane there, stayed alive, kept the pressure on really well in team fights to just be a nuisance and head towards the backline, stay alive, and provided a lot of pressure there for NOP. So I think nice pick. Then into Caitlyn. I think that's a decent early pick. Caitlyn's got a lot of early pressure in the game. Great zone protection with the traps. So like if you're taking objectives, which I think that's what they're trying to put more pressure towards, is the objectives like Dragon or like Rift Herald and Baron. So put up those traps. That definitely helps to keep the other team at bay. Ooh.
And we're going to see Alawi. The Alawi pulled out here, and this is what I was thinking for the last game. You want something like Alawi that's going to take some pressure and apply some pressure in a side lane. Bad Instincts has proven to be a very adept Alawi player. Can take on the 2v1s and win the 2v1s. So that'll be very helpful in pulling pressures to other parts of the map. Warwick also picked up here for New Kappa Turk. That is a bit different from the Kayn that New Kappa Turk played in the last game. I thought New Kappa Turk took a couple of ults or paths that were very aggressive and didn't pay off. That fight over early down bot side in the bot red jungle with Hillary Clinton started out okay until the rest of the team collapsed. And then it became a kill fest.
Almost, it was most certainly possible. If it would have been a 1v1, could have lost it, because it looked like the cooldowns were coming up for the Yorick, so could have been able to take him out there in the jungle, but there was the flash in from Violet Sociocat to pick up that first blood, help out secure the kill. But as we can see, it kind of took a turn there, ended up getting caught, didn't have the flash to escape because he used it to get in there and get the kill. And then the DC from Jirachi as well. So it turned out for a double kill for the bot lane. Hopefully we won't get anything like crazy like that happen this game. But
yeah, hopefully Jirachi's CPU has recovered. We're going to see Ziggs picked here for Gerg7 in the mid lane. Likes to take his towers. Hopefully he won't get 3 Mountain Drakes that will help take the towers. And an Infernal.
Even faster, yeah.
We're going to see Zed banned away from Ult Instincts Goku. Something that Gerg7 just doesn't want to deal with, which I can respect as somebody who plays a little bit in the mid lane. Zed is so annoying.
And then Braum taken away from Bear Senor as well. I actually like the takeaway there. I think that's a good response because most of their team is going to kind of pick what they want. If you take away some of those tankier, playmaking supports and safe supports from Bear Senor, maybe it'll force him onto something different, and that'll give the bot lane of 7LS more of an advantage.
Yeah, that's a good point right there. As we're going to see Vel'Koz taken away from Ult Instinct Goku. They have kept with all 5 same bans, and Taric now taken away from Bear Senor. Really trying to pitch the champ pool for Bear Senor, but I wouldn't be surprised if he takes something like Thresh. That's still available and still very effective. And we're gonna see Sion. Sion is back, ladies and gentlemen. Kingston HyperX, Hillary Clinton, the combo, the meme dream team in the top lane. Get ready for some shenanigans. I'm hyped for that.
They don't have any original members from the original Sion, so we'll see. We'll see how well it works.
Are the copies better than the originals?
Dylan is turning over in his grave, even though he's alive and not in the grave. Still turning over.
He's too busy watching some anime right now. We're not going to tell you what type. And we're going to see Echo.
We all know, because the Alawi's in the game.
Yes, indeed.
We all know what kind of...
Echo taken by Ult Instincts Goku. A little bit different here. Might be trying to get on top of that Ziggs early and push Ziggs back. Be interesting to see. I was personally thinking Ult Instinct Goku needed to take something that could get in Gerg7's face and try and push him out of the lane. So something like Echo or Fizz.
It'll be a matchup all about how it goes in the levels 1 through 3, because if Echo's able to get in there and pressure out Ziggs at all without taking a million damage, that's something that can go in the Echo's favor so well.
Yeah, it would bode well Ziggs for the mid game.
Ziggs pushes well, has a lot of damage if you hit it, to be fair, but yeah, so we'll see.
We're going to see the Jinx again for Jirachi. I definitely was starting to catch up and farm towards the end of the game. Had, I think, the most farm in the game at 248. We're going to see Karma here.
But that's about all they had.
What the frick?
Yeah, Karma support, looks like.
Huh. That's not what I expected.
So... definitely hoping to keep the Caitlyn and the team alive. Gonna give them all the move speed. I like the Karma pick, actually. Just because if you have the ulted shields with the team like going against Alistar, Alawi, Echo, who are all... everybody besides the Jinx is trying to dive onto you. If you have that extra move speed to move around... and the shields to just kind of soak up a little bit of damage, that can be the difference in a fight right there.
Yeah. Well,
but I do like the reaction from 7LS this game. Especially the one thing I like is that they're giving Bad Instincts the Alawi, trying to give him a chance to shine and do his thing. We know how nasty that Alawi has been in the past. It'll all be if the Alawi can actually get into team fights and hit multiple people. Because with an Ornn, a Sion, a Karma, it's going to be easy for them to just kind of kite back on the Alawi. So,
yeah, the Ornn Sion, I think, is going to be quite the engage combo for NOP. You're gonna see engages from a long ways away that just might not be expected. Although you will hear, I guess, because you'll hear the ults on the sound, but still, that could be quite interesting, and I'm hyped for it. It should be good.
Yeah, well, once again, this is something we see on Hillary Clinton quite a bit with the Scion. Um, it's kind of gone both ways. Kind of had a rough time, early and mid game as well. Does always come back tankier in the late game, especially if you can land the ults and the CC. But if you get it snowballing, and Scion can just get super tanky as just an insane nuisance in those fights.
Yep. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what your thoughts are in the chat. I see 7LS can adapt. I bet the second match will be much closer. I hope so. I certainly hope that we don't have any kind of the pauses that we did. No CPU crashes or whatever. So, hoping for a good match here. So yeah, should be good. I'm excited. Banner MVP, yeah. Banner command minions. Dumb strong. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm interested to see how the Echo plays out as well, because it'll be good if you catch out, if you're able to somehow get onto the Ziggs, or if you're able to get onto Caitlyn, because with Echo, more than likely you go with the Electrocute, and with Echo's passive 3-stack thing already, you'll do a lot of damage if you can get that combo off. So if you're able to, in the late game, get onto that Caitlyn and instantly pop the Caitlyn, and then use your ult to kind of stay alive in the fight, that's going to be a huge fight changer, because while Auron and Scion are very tanky, they don't necessarily do a lot of sustained damage, especially if you're going up against an Alawi or a Warwick and an Alistar. Good luck. So they can keep the Caitlyn and the Ziggs alive and have a strong early game. NOP can take this one and go 2-0.
Yeah.
But I'm predicting 7LS.
You're predicting 7LS? Alright.
I'm predicting 7LS will adapt. I think they've got some good responses in regards to champ select and what their bans are. So I think 7LS will get this one.
Okay, I think I might go with NOP to close this one out. The Ziggs, I feel like, is going to have quite the presence in pushing towers. And if the Ziggs is allowed to get rolling, this could be a very rough game for 7LS if they're not able to shut down the Ziggs. Because you have Auron, Scion, that's a front line you gotta have to get through. And you have Karma that's going to be able to speed everybody up and shield them in the backside. And then you have a Caitlyn that can poke from long range along with a Ziggs. So the poke and the move speed, I'm going to give it to NOP.
All right. We've got dissenting opinions here. We'll see who comes out on top. If it hasn't already been said in here, get your votes in. 7LS win or NOP win. See what you got here.
Yeah, and then at the conclusion of the series, I know we didn't do this between game number 1, but we'll do a series MVP rather than a game-by-game MVP. So at the conclusion of the series, we will vote on who was your player of the series. Yeah, 2 minutes out. So, what, in your opinion, is the win condition for 7LS?
Oh, 7LS, I think it's definitely... This time, I think it's survived the early game. Ziggs has the pushing power early. Echo, not necessarily the strongest, but not too bad, especially if you've got the Ignite early. Alawi is strong, but definitely does well in the mid to late game with her ult, being able to hit multiple people. And then Jinx, like we saw last game, not super strong early until you get a couple items going, but late game is one of the strongest AD carries there is. So you're looking to get to that later point, and if you can weather the early, Caitlyn Karma Ziggs damage, and then eventually be able to cut through Ornn and Scion, you'll win this game, because Warwick gets beefy but is also strong. He's a good fighter. Alawi is a good fighter but gets very beefy. Alistar is an insane CC tank, so I really love the Alistar takeaway, and then the Alawi pickup for Bad Instincts. So we'll see if they can keep that going. But that's, I think, their win condition: get to late game and team fight.
I think 7 or less, they got to take advantage of the mid game slowdown that Caitlyn and Ziggs will have when they're trying to get items. So I think that might be the opportunity for 7 or less to get in and win. As for NOP though, keep Ziggs and the backline alive, win game. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Greg's known for. Greg's known for sitting back a little bit, but as we've seen from the damage numbers of, even just last game, damage numbers tend to be off the charts because he does play those, poke mage champions that kind of sit back and are able to just throw out all of their abilities from a distance and stay alive. Hence why you've seen in the past, Greg's KDA numbers are really good. He doesn't die a lot, but that's because he's in the complete back of the fight. He plays those fights no matter what the team comp is, very front to back. So
all right, so we're loading in the game here. Chat, let us know what your thoughts are. No robots today. As we're going to take a look at some summoner spells here. Ignite for Echo and Alistair. Heal for Jinx. TP for Alawi and Warwick with Smite. TP for HyperX. That's an Ornn. Smite for Scion. Ziggs took Barrier yet again. And Karma kept with the Ignite to go along with Caitlyn heal.
I think that can be really good. I think the Ignite's necessary versus their team. I mean, Alistar does provide.
Wow, that volume was nuts. So apologies for everybody who just lost their eardrums. My computer every once in a while has a weird Discord bug, and we just crashed, so we're going to have to reconnect here and hope we don't get that bug again.
I'll have to look that over and see how loud it actually was.
It's fucking loud.
I mean,
it did it again. Holy crap, my ears are hurting. So apologies, everybody. But Discord needs to fix their fucking game.
Spicy.
Again, Eric, we have a message for you.
We hope you're watching.
Yep. But you're probably not. I think he's working, actually. Anyways, no invades from anybody.
Typed in the chat earlier, so we'll see.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
If you're there, let us know. Ooh.
He's not.
No, he's not.
He went away.
Wah, wah.
Womp, womp, womp. It's like 11 o'clock over there on the East Coast. He's in Overwatch. Of course he is. What a nub.
Why isn't he overwatching this game?
You're banned.
Oh,
no
man.
More.
No
more.
But going back to the point I made earlier, I think Ignite for Bear Senior is good because Alistar has heals. It'll be good for the early kills on Jinx. Warwick as well heals up really well, and then Alawi during her, if she hits the tentacle smashes, does heal up quite a bit as well. So if you're able to cut the healing,
the test of fate,
that always helps early. Yeah.
As we have all kinds of missing pings. What the heck is going on over here?
They're trolling.
As Hilly Clinton finally gonna be able to take the blue buff. Slightly slower clear.
Damage. I'm surprised at how much damage was done there.
Time Winder doing a little bit of damage on the Gurk 7. Yeah, overall, not a whole lot going on.
very chill so far. Nobody is really over-aggressing or anything.
But we do see junglers on identical paths, both so far at the top side. They might be in a collision course for this river, or not, as Sion elects to walk down the map.
Which is probably a very good move. Hillary Clinton has only taken the red buff and the blue buff at this point, whereas Warwick has taken the red buff, the wolves, and the blue buff.
But we're going to see Gurg7 here popping the barrier. Going to have to hit the Ignite as the Hex Tech charge is going to knock Echo away, but that's not going to be enough as New Capaturk is here. Going to go in, going to get the Fear off on Kingston, and the damage is coming out. Press the attack has been popped, but New Capaturk took a turret shot, and that's the end of that engage.
Yeah, Alawi does a lot of damage, so does Warwick early. Ornn, strong, but not quite super tanky for 2v1s yet. Yeah, with the Test of Spirit, that just hurts so much.
The Test of Spirit's the old, but yeah. Or Leap of Faith.
No, Test of Spirit's the pull for...
Oh, yeah.
It's Leap of Faith is the ult.
Leap of Faith, Test of Spirit, whatever. Either way,
Gotcha.
damage down on the Kingston HyperX. Not a wet noodle fight in the top lane.
Never a wet noodle fight.
Never. I'll show you a wet noodle. Wait, what?
Whoa, this is a family show.
Is it? Is it really?
I mean, no, but, you know,
Boom
we
head.
like to say it is.
Trading some CS back and forth. Jinx just slightly up. Pretty even farm numbers across the board. No one really building a lead quite yet.
I will say one thing Kingston is doing really well, while down a little bit in the...
Well, we're going to see the knockup from the Ornn as the Bellowing Breath comes out, but Ziggs was here. Gonna walk back to lane and get found by Ult Instinct Goku in the river and getting lose half his health bar.
Yeah, the Echo's just being very slippery. It's hard to hit, you know, Ziggs' abilities on somebody who just dashes around the whole time and has the blink to you as well. And is actually keeping up in CS as well. Even 1 CS ahead, 2 CS ahead now. And that's partly because of the roams there from Gurg7 as well to the top lane. So
yeah, so far not a whole lot going along CS wise. Bad Instincts is building a slight lead in the top lane, not 8 CS up. All square in the mid lane, and then Jirachi just slightly ahead of Fudgy Ditters so far. But no really big macro plays. I say that now as we see the bot lane for NOP get caught in the river. But the return damage on the New Capaturk is so much as Violet Sosacat goes flying in, flashed over a wall by Fudgy Ditters, and he's going to get taken down by Ult Instinct's Goku for first blood. Ult Instinct Goku blew his flash, so did New Capaturk. Jirachi used heal, and Fudgy Ditters used both sums, so...
Yeah, it was just at that point, there was 4 members for 7LS there to respond, and because they had the jungler, the bot lane, and the mid lane, whereas NOP did not have Hillary Clinton there at the time, and they were kind of pinched off by Ult Instinct Goku, who was able to pick up that kill, which will definitely help snowball an Echo.
Yep. Tried to do the mountain, or the Infernal Drake too, but just thought better of it. Decided to back off and we'll go for it again in a later date. But Infernal Drake, first Drake on the map. Which team do you think puts more priority on Infernal?
I mean, I definitely think NOP needs to put more aggression towards that because of their team. And they'll need to get that damage. If they let it go over to the side of 7LS, I think that's going to hurt them a lot worse in the late game than it would hurt 7LS to give it over. So I think that's more, they would be punished for not getting it more than 7LS would. So I think they need to put a priority onto it. But both junglers are on the top side now, so I don't think we're going to see that priority anytime within the next couple minutes here.
Gonna wait on that drag, yeah. As we see Embarrassing Horse hit Violet Sociocat with the Mantra Q. As that pillar goes up again from Kingston. Gonna dash in into the wall and get a little bit of damage.
Actually comes out even on that trade.
Yeah. Fudgy walked into a trap, and they are just doing nothing up there. Test of Fate coming out onto Kingston. He's taking a fair bit of damage here. Tentacles doing quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, if Kingston stays too long and lets, multiple, tentacle hits onto his spirit that has been pulled out, it's gonna hurt. Was doing really well earlier to, when that happened, keep the or kill the tentacles before they could hit, causing him to take a lot less damage. But I mean, you can only do that so much. But nice poke here from Gerg7 here in the mid lane as well.
Oh, flash forward by Violet Sociocat and headbutt Fudgy Ditters. Back where Fudgy Ditters came from. Their focus on the target is Violet Sociocat. Ignite coming out and still alive. And Fudgy Ditters is going to get the ace in the hole kill onto Violet Sociocat. Here goes the Ram. Suppression though by New Kappa Turk on the Bear Senor. Going to get the takedown there as Rocket comes out and Ult Instinct Goku is here. Leap of Faith did not get a kill, but here comes Ult Instinct Goku as Bad Instincts picks up a kill on Hyper X, who also flashed and TP'd. Hillary Clinton flashed away. And then no summoners for Fudgy.
7 just didn't hit. It didn't get the kills or anything to clean up Jirachi or Bad Instincts there as well. So super close fight, but 7LS was able to respond to everything just a little bit ahead and came out on top.
Yeah,
but there was no flashes there on Fudgy Ditters, so that was a really good idea for that initial engage. They just weren't able to kill him in time, and consequently Fudgy Ditters was able to pick up a kill.
Flashed away by Gerg7 off to the headbutt engage by Violet Sociocat. And the kill for Fudgy Ditters on Violet Sociocat, seems like they thought that Jinx would be able to pick it up, but for whatever reason switched targets and allowed Fudgy Ditters to kill Violet Sociocat and get at least something in return.
I mean, that comes down to just being Karma. Karma had the shields, was able to keep Fudgy Ditters alive long enough. Fudgy didn't have heal or flash available in that fight, which is why I think they knew that they could do that engage. But yeah, once Violet Sociocat's initial engage was used and Jinx wasn't able to pick up the kill, there was just no more damage.
Yep. We're seeing Bad Instincts now just go in on Kingston HyperX. But Kingston trading out a bit of damage as Test of Spirit or whatever coming out here. Gonna turn Kingston into a vessel.
Yeah, the Test of Spirit,
and Kingston is actually in a whole lot of trouble. He is taking a lot of damage here as Fudgy Ditter is going to get hit by the zap. We're looking bot lane as 90 caliber net can hit Violet Sociocat. And Kingston somehow still alive. Still a vessel. But here comes the Scion. Hillary Clinton here to help out. Or not. Just doing a drive-by.
surprised that 7LS is not trying to put pressure onto this dragon right now. I mean, they know that there's no TP in from the top laners. I think they have a better advantage right now if it was a 4v4 without the top laners. Even with the top laners, I think they just have the advantage.
Well, we see they were trying to solo the dragon with the Warwick, as we're going to see trading in the top lane. There goes the Mega Bomb. It's going to miss on New Turk, and New Turk looks like he might be trying to flash over the wall. Does finally flash over the wall. Bear Senor flashes over the wall. Hillary Clinton, though, is so low and is going to get taken down by Jirachi, and New Turk is going to get the dragon.
Nice play.
The collapse there by Jirachi in the bot lane got a kill on Fudgy Ditters that we didn't see, and got the kill on Hillary Clinton. So all in all, a good sequence for 7LS as Kingston HyperX is again turned into a vessel. Ram coming out. Ram gonna miss as Bad Instincts might just go for it. Gonna get another tentacle down. Oh no, that doesn't hit as Jirachi's pushing the tower. Gonna use the Hectex charge to bounce people away. But first turret going over to Jirachi as Kingston's just trying to dodge tentacles. And Bad Instincts showing that he is a bit of a problem now in the top lane with his Alawi.
Yeah, and there's just not as much pressure in any of these lanes at this point. I mean, Fudgy and Bear Senor are the ones with the most pressure, and I mean, they have kind of been shut down as well. I mean, Fudgy's behind just, about 25 CS or so. Does have the freeze going on here, so hopefully can catch up. But Fudgy on the Caitlyn, who should be ahead early, is behind. The Orin is about 20 CS, 25 CS behind as well. Scion just does not have the pressure the same pressure that the Yorick did in this last game. And then Ziggs having CSing well, but having a hard time in this mid lane with Echo being able to, is getting these roams on really well.
Violet Sociocat has found Bear Senor, knocked Bear Senor back with the headbutt. Bear Senor gonna get stunned by Violet Sociocat, gonna get hit by the Mega Rocket and survive barely. Yeah,
the help there from Gerg7.
Yeah, the little zoning help. But unfortunately for Gerg7, he's just not landing any of these Mega Bombs. There's that one at the Dragon Pit that he missed. So just little things here and there that are starting to pile up for NOP as we see the tower mid lane go down below half health. And we have the tower top lane also below half health.
I think a big part of it is that at this point, Ziggs' damage is just not hitting overall as effectively. Realistically, Ziggs' Q is really easily dodgeable for an Echo. So it's just something that with more reliable damage, the Echo is winning and is able to push with the Q.
Here comes the ram for Kingston HyperX, gonna go in, but here's the Leap of Faith. The Leap of Faith is gonna smack both of them, but flash away by Hillary Clinton as both of them, oh no, downtown smackdown from the tentacle as Hillary Clinton gets taken down by Bad Instincts, and Bad Instincts takes the tower. Yeah, so far the pressure is all over the map for 7LS, and they are taking objectives left and right now.
I mean, this is the kind of team that we've been talking about, is they're getting these plays. Violet Sociocat has been roaming around the whole time. As you can see, has just been in the jungle of NOP the entire time, trying to get these picks going. They're going to get another tower here in the bot lane.
Oh. There goes Fudgy Ditters, picks up a kill for himself with the static shiv charge. Ace in the hole, not going to do anything to Violet Sociocat, and they're going to try and chase Violet Sociocat down and finally get the kill for Fudgy Ditters. And then Jirachi going to be able to get away with their life. So yeah, a good bit of damage there, but they lost again another objective.
Yeah, two kills for a tower And I mean, they're behind. That's still not necessarily a great trade. So it just adds more pressure that 7LS can apply.
But you did get both the kills.
All that extra gold, yeah.
You did get both the kills onto the Caitlyn, and the Caitlyn needed to get a bit of gold back. So, all in all, I would say that while you don't want to lose the tower, getting kills on Caitlyn right now is probably what you need to do.
Yeah, has caught up in farm, does have 3 kills now, so I think getting an IE going will definitely help shred a little bit more. Because I mean, New Turk still really squishy. Only has the Blood Razor and a Tiamat, and then Merc Treads, so no armor whatsoever there. Looks like he's building more damage too. So if you could stay away from the Warwick, you should be fine. And then Alawi only building damage as well. Has a little bit of health, but yeah, just all damage at this point. And I mean, Alistar is going to be your only worry, so realistically this Caitlyn can just build attack speed and damage, doesn't have to worry as much about armor shred, since 7LS really isn't getting any at this point.
Not right now, Alawi going mostly damage in the top lane. Does have a Merc Tread, but that's pretty much it for resistances.
Yep.
Same thing pretty much across the board, except the Knight's Vow for Violet Sociocat. So
I think we're going to have to see where it comes down to in the resistances with the team fights.
And we have another Infernal Drake spawned on the map. Priority probably going to be on 7LS's side for this dragon. But instead, they're going to opt for the Rift Herald.
Yeah, NOP I don't think knows.
No.
Because otherwise, this would be the time they need to go down there, because they've got Caitlyn on that bot side. They've got Sion on the bot side too. They would just need to go.
As New Turk picks up the dragon, or Baron, whatchamacallit, Rift Herald for himself. Probably going to drop it mid lane. It'll take the tower on its own. As back goes Fudgy Ditters.
Yeah, and this is not a good time for Fudgy Ditters to be backing. This is the time right now, which I don't know if they know it, that Fudgy Ditters is back, but then they could have just, 7LS could have just rotated 2 drag right there.
They might be thinking about it. Violet Sociocat is in the river. Bad Instincts is still mid lane. But it looks like NOP's got a lot of wards out, and they're going to see any rotation onto this drag. I say that as a pink ward gets dropped on one of their wards. Alright, there goes the Rift Herald. That is mid lane from New Turk. NOP gonna get the Sion turned into a vessel, as Sion is gonna get taken down there by New Turk. Wait, how did New Turk get the kill? He was taking the dragon. I think it was the Rift Herald, as Violet Sociocat pops the resistances as all the damages are out. Unbreakable Will as Bad Instincts and friends push the mid lane. Yeah, it was Rift Herald, I know. But still, it was kind of funny to see that kill get credited to New Turk when Kingston was sitting next to the tower and the Rift Herald bashed the tower.
Yeah, and that's, you know, another Infernal Drake that's going over to the side of 7LS, who already has one. They've got this 6k lead, 6.5k lead at this point, and they're just roaming around the map picking up these objectives. Baron is up now, so I feel like they're going to try and get another push mid. If they can get a team fight going, then they're just going to hope that it goes in their favor and go straight to Baron.
Yeah. Right now, 4-0 in towers in favor of 7LS. Early tower gold lead, and that's turning out to be kind of huge. That translates into about a 7k gold lead right at the moment. So
something I'm curious of is because Scion, not the best jungler. Let's just be honest here.
Yeah.
Scion is not the greatest jungler. Just insanely slow clear early on. Doesn't have a whole lot of gank pressure. And I don't think 7LS banned the Yorick. So why did they not just go back to the Yorick?
Maybe they felt it was too cheese 2 games in a row. But we're seeing Violet Sosicat zone off from the Baron.
They don't even know.
NOP has to know that they're on the Baron, as Jinx then is the one that ends up taking the Baron, and the rotation is on for the top side, and it looks like NOP does not know. Now they do, but the rotation is going to be too late.
Yeah, I mean, NOP, I think, knew that they were trying to posture for Baron, but with having, you know, what was it, Violet Sociocat being up in the front away from the fight.
They're going to dive in on the Jirachi, though. Unstoppable Force coming out. Bear Senor going to get taken down. No, the heal coming out from Fudgy Ditters as there is Hillary Clinton in the back line. Hillary Clinton taken down as the bomb is going to come out, and Jirachi is so low, but will walk away with their life as only Hillary Clinton is taken down in the team fight so far.
Yeah, they're not fighting that front-to-back fight like they need to, where Gerg 7 can just land those bombs onto the whole team. They got a bunch of damage onto Ult Instinct Goku, but it's Echo. Echo just ulted out and was perfectly fine again. And so you use all of that damage there, weren't able to get the kill, and now you've already lost your front line essentially because Hillary Clinton went into their back line and got shredded.
Yeah,
so,
the dive by Hillary Clinton and Kingston HyperX was targeted at Jirachi, and Jirachi was able to get out of that pretty easily with a good bit of skill, as Hillary Clinton's going to get the knockup, and Gerg 7 with the bouncing bomb is going to pick up the blue buff, as Kingston trying to do a bit of zoning here. And Bear Senor is caught on the wrong side of the wall, and Jirachi is going to pick up a kill on the pick on Bear Senor.
Yeah, Fudgy Ditter is able to start doing a little bit of damage to, you know, the Alawi and some of these beefier characters still, but just not able to do enough, and doesn't have enough peel from these tanky, the tanky teammates to be able to do anything at this point.
As it pushes on in the mid lane, 4 members for 7LS are going in. Here comes the ram from Kingston HyperX. It's going to knock up Violet Sosicat, and the damage is going to ensure that Gerg 7 picks up the kill there. Kingston HyperX taken down by New Capitur. Fudgy Ditters is barely alive, and what was that damage right there? On to Kingston, not Kingston, Hillary Clinton. As the rocket misses wide to the left from both Fudgy and Hillary Clinton. As again, they're pushing for more towers. Jirachi still untouched.
And then you have an Alawi sitting there pushing in the bot lane. Does get the tower. Might be pushed a little bit far here. Getting caught out. But that's what Alawi wants.
And here comes the leap of faith and gets a kill on Hillary Clinton. And Alawi going for more. Gonna get the smackdown on the Fudgy Ditters, but gets taken down by the Scion Zombie. But that just allows the rest of the team to take the mid tower, as New Capiturk and Jirachi are going for the inhib. Kingston HyperX charges into the inhib as Bear Senor gets taken down very low by Ult Instinct Goku. There goes the Mega Bomb. Mega Bomb not going to land as Ult Instinct Goku ults back and takes down Gerg 7. Then gets taken down by Fudgy Ditters and goes Jirachi and friends. And they're going to trap Violet Sociocat. Kill onto Jirachi by Kingston HyperX. And there, and Bear Senor taken down here by New Capiturk. New Capiturk gonna try and get away. Yes, and the ram will miss as New Capiturk jumps over the wall. Wow, that was a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was a huge series of events there. All starting out with, there was the fight, the original fight in the mid lane happened. Everybody kind of backed off. Well, during that whole time, you had Bad Instincts pushing the bot lane. able to pick up a kill, does trade his own life afterwards, but is able to pick up a kill. Meanwhile, you have the rest of 7LS pushing down the mid lane tower and Inhib, able to pick that up. And then with, a lot of damage coming out from the side of NOP there, they were able to pick up some kills. Ult Instinct Goku ulted back into 4 members of the team, only able to pick up Gurg7 before going down. And then 7LS just ran for the hills after that, knowing that they've already taken the Inhib and the bot Inhib tower.
Alright, so we're going to take a look at a replay here real quick. So yeah.
Kappa Turk, new Kappa Turk. Gonna
New Kappa Turk getting away, and New Kappa
the
Turk.
Ram will miss as New Kappa Turk jumps over the wall.
So that was the escape by New Kappa Turk, jumping away from the Ram. The call of the Forge God. Yep, jumping away there. Well done, New Kappa Turk, getting away with your life. I still have to fine-tune these replays, as I did not get the intro that I wanted from that fight, and I need to figure out a way to mute it so I can talk over it. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Find Me Alpha LCS has instant replay in a form.
We feel so special.
Special.
Technologically advanced. Alright, so we got once again we've got the Alawi split pushing in the bot lane. Not as much pressure in the top lane, even though there's a tower there. But it looks like 7LS is just going to rotate all 5 towards.
They want this
that
Inhib. Yeah.
And it should be free for them to take.
Fudgy Jitters looks like he's going to walk back to the tower, not the tower, the fountain. Heal up just a little bit, get some mana back.
Yeah, and this is going to be a fight where Jinx does have both flash and heal available, so it'll be hard for an Ornn and a Scion to be able to get on her and get any sort of meaningful damage there, and just hit any of their skills to begin with.
And Baron is respawning here, so it looks like 7LS is backing off to the Baron. 4 members are over there. Bad Instincts is still bot lane. He's going to go 1v1 now with Kingston HyperX as the rest of NOP is going in. But here comes Ult Instinct Goku. Going to get the triple stun out as Gurg7 going to use the barrier. And Gurg7 now going to have to back as they are now back onto the Baron. Or is he? No, he's going to stay. Got to stay and try and bounce bombs over the wall. Ace in the hole coming out as the Baron resets.
A lot of damage.
What is
onto NOP,
why am I
7LS
locked
here.
on the Fudgy Ditters? There we go. Bad Instinct's gonna take the inhibitor as Hillary Clinton has walked so far up, was gonna go for the Rift Herald and gonna use the Unstoppable Force, is gonna be able to get away, but had to blow the ultimate to save his life. And the Baron then is probably gonna go over to 7 Live Lee Sin, to incidentally not picked Lee Sin, but the Mega Bomb is going to come in and it's not enough. Is he going to flash over the wall, but Hillary Clinton is not able to take the Baron as New Kappa Turk is on a killing spree, and Hillary Clinton going to just clear ward. Nope, not even get the ward.
Was so close there. If he would have just flashed a second or so sooner, might have been able to actually get that. Let's see though. Yeah, so I mean, now since Bad Instincts was able to just pressure down that inhibitor, there's nothing Kingston can do against this Alawi anymore. Alawi just pumps out too much damage, and Kingston is not able to actually do any meaningful damage back to the Alawi. She just got that push down that inhibitor. Mid inhib is open, but they are looking for that top tower since they do have Baron of minions at this point, which is going to be really hard for NOP to clear.
Yeah.
Even though they do have a Ziggs and a Caitlyn, Baroned up minions at this point are still hard thing to clear.
I mean, we just look at the gold differential here. It's at 12k gold. Bad Instincts is still pushing bot lane. All of the towers are still up for 7 LS, and Bad Instincts here has like a 60 CS lead over Kingston HyperX. Has a Syrinx Gates, has a Black Cleaver, now a Spirit Visage and Merc Treads. This is just, you can't deal with it at the moment. So, as 7LS is pushing forward, there goes the Unbreakable Will by Violet Sosiak. Knocks Gurk7 back into the team, traps her out. Gurk7 is trapped here, and Gurk7 is going to get taken down by Gnu Kappa Turk. Ult out by Ult Instant Goku, as both inhibitors have been taken down. Jirachi has killed Bearstein Gore. I'm not really sure what happened there.
It was the test of spirit. They were able to do enough damage, and it just took out Bearstein Gore.
Gnu Kappa Turk going to get taken down there by Fudgy Ditters, and Fudgy Ditters still alive, doing damage to Bad Instincts. Is low, but Ace in the hole, going to get caught by Violet Sosicat, who pays for it with her life, but the kill is on by Ult Instinct Goku. And game number 2 going to go over to 7 live Lee Sins, and we are tied now at 1-1. 20 kills to 10 kills in 33 minutes. We got a series.
Yeah, so I mean, coming from a game not quite as dominant as from the side of NOP, we have an insanely dominant game. Like, 7LS had this game in the bag from like 5 minutes in. They just were pushing, they were taking towers, they were winning fights. They took Dragon and Rift, and then they got Barons, and this is the kind of thing that we were expecting to see from them. And I think with putting Bad Instincts on more of a carry role champion, and able to get that splish push on the entire time, was able to do a ton of damage. And then with Violet Sociocat picking the Alistar as well, and they were able to make a few more picks this time, and Jirachi did not get behind. They were able to get Jirachi ahead and do a lot of damage. And Ult Instinct Goku also had a really strong game, was able to pressure out Greg early in the game, and was able to make those roam, get a couple kills, and kind of snowball from there. It was just a whole team effort from 7LS that game. So very good adjustment from them in game 2, coming out of game 1, which was a sort of disappointing loss. So I think now it's NOP's turn to kind of try and readjust, since they're going to be on blue side again. We'll kind of see how they decide to adjust with picks and bans, and see if maybe they're going to try and probably grab that Alistar again.
All right, well, we're going to take a look at some quick numbers here. We have 3-1-5 for Bad Instincts. Ult Instinct Goku went 6-1-3. Jirachi 4-1-12. Quite the scoreline right there. That is a 16 KDA. Pretty good. Looking over at some damage numbers, we have Bad Instincts leading the way for his team. 23,000 damage to champions. Followed by Ult Instinct Goku, 18,000 damage to champions, and then 17,000 damage to champions done by Jirachi. So Bad Instincts really the damage dealer for the team there. Gurk7 and Fudgy Ditters leading their team, 22,000, 21,000 apiece. So some solid numbers, but just not enough, as we're going to take a look at a replay from that last team
by
fight.
Gnu Kappa Turk. Ult out by Ult Instant Goku, as both inhibitors have been taken down. Jirachi has killed Bearstein Gore. I'm not.
Yeah, and I mean, as you could see, the test of spirit there on the Karma was able to help pick up the damage that they needed in the fight to kind of just secure that kill on the Karma, and then with no shields or anything else. They just kind of steamrolled the game from there.
All right, so we are going to take a quick break, and we will be back for game number 3. This will be the final match of the series. Stick around, folks. It's going to be a good one.